Yo, check this out. We are going to be talking about everything coming to Pokemon Go in October and November. The new legendaries, new shadow, new shinies. Stay tuned to the end to find out everything that's coming up in Pokemon Go. And yeah, check this out. Look at this amazing part. Today we are in Wesselman Woods in Indiana. This is a beautiful, beautiful forest. Apparently it's like a reservation. They don't let anyone cut down any of the trees here. It is actually, you have to pay a ticket to get in, and it is absolutely stunning. And not only this forest, but Indiana in general has been kind of crazy for me. I've only been here for pretty much 24 hours, hatching an egg right now. Nothing. I've gotten some crazy luck. Let me just show you. So I got this shiny Stunfisk, by the way, at the airport on my way here. And then I did this random raid, literally in the plane. 93 IV shiny Genesect. And then as soon as I got to my hotel, shiny Larvitar. And then go plus the Zubat. And then I'm in bed just relaxing, and we get a shiny Wurmple. But put all that to the side. Right now we are focused on all the new updates, so let's talk about it. So I brought up in the last video that all 3 legendary dogs are coming back into Pokemon Go. Entei, Suicune, and Raikou are coming back into 5-star raids starting from September 26th to October 6th. Now, why do I mention that? Because the 5-star raids are gonna change. Guess who's back, baby? Darkrai. Darkrai is obviously going to be back for Halloween season, and shiny Darkrai is just fantastic. I think Darkrai is one of the coolest Pokemons and very relevant in Pokemon Go, or one of the best dark type Pokemons in the game. Definitely, if you don't have it, or even if you do have it but you want a better one, go out there and raid. And not only is it Darkrai, but Guzzlord is coming back. Shiny Guzzlord is coming to Pokemon Go. I love Guzzlord. I actually think it's one of the funniest Pokemons they've ever created. You cannot tell me it's not a good shiny. Whether you think it's the best or not, it's a really good shiny. Not only Darkrai, not only Guzzlord, but guess who else? Shiny Shadow Lugia. As predicted. This is not 100% confirmed yet, but the fact that it's come up multiple times in many leaks that I'm seeing on Reddit, that I'm seeing on Twitter, that I'm seeing on Facebook and Instagram, Shiny Lugia, or should I say Shiny Shadow Lugia, is almost a sure thing to come back into raids. And I don't know if you remember something, like there was a date that Pokemon Go gave us. That date was October 7th and October 8th. It's called Save the Date. And I don't know if you remember, but there was a sort of weekend for Shadow Mewtwo. It was the Shadow Takeover, and that had Mewtwo, and of course it could be shiny in raids. Get your friends, get your community, go out there. If you guys are watching this from Montreal, you already know, hit me up on Discord. We're all gonna go raid for this guy because shiny Shadow Lugia is just Community Day Pokemons. We already know Grubbin is the one in September 23rd. Make sure to stay tuned for that. I might have to miss the entirety of the event. I am literally flying, and I'm going to be in the air from 2 to 5 o'clock local time. But October Community Day is confirmed, and Timber is confirmed to be the Pokemon for Community Day in October. I think Timber is a really cool Pokemon. I am a little bit upset the fact that it is a Pokemon that we really had to grind to get them in raids, and I actually unfortunately did spend a lot of money to get them in raids. It is what it is. At this point, Pokemon Go have been bringing Pokemons back as Community Day Pokemons, and whatever is rare sometimes doesn't turn out to be rare after a few months or a few years. And that's just part of the game that you may or may not like, but that's just how it is. Okay, so obviously we're talking about Shadow Pokemons, we're talking about Shadow Lugia, Shadow Shiny Pokemons coming to Pokemon Go. Well, guess what? Daddy Shadow himself, Giovanni. I can't go on with that. Giovanni's coming back in October with a new Shadow Pokemon, a new Shadow Legendary Pokemon. That will be Regigigas. Giovanni is going to be having Shadow Regigigas, and it could be shiny. And I still have a really good memory of getting my Regigigas for the first time in Pokemon Go back in 2019, prior to COVID. I was with the squad, with Trainer Tips, Mystic 7, and all of them. And that was actually the last memory I have being with everyone together prior to New York that recently happened. It was a great memory, and it's gonna be cool to see him now with Giovanni. During this event is when you're gonna TM Frustration off of Lugia, off of any Shadow Pokemons that you have available to you that you really want to use them to their full capacity. Make sure to TM Frustration off of your Pokemons that are Shadow. I'm very excited for that, and not only for that, but other things are coming in October, such as Detective Pikachu. Yeah, we haven't heard that in a while, but Detective Pikachu, there's a new video game, Detective Pikachu number 2, is coming out on the Switch early October. I'll be putting the date on the screen. So to celebrate the release of the game, they're probably going to bring back Detective Pikachu, or Pikachu with a hat, Ryan Reynolds version. And last time they were around, there was actually a glitch to be getting a shiny. It wasn't supposed to be shiny eligible. You were not supposed to get Pikachu with the hat shiny. But there was a glitch and some people did get it, and that was one of the rarest Pokemons. Unfortunately, it's not going to be that special anymore because now Detective Pikachu is coming back to Pokemon Go. So Pikachu is going to be available with the Detective Pikachu hat. So if you know me well and you've been a subscriber for a while, you'd know how much I love the movie Detective Pikachu. And during COVID, I was doing a stream where I opened Detective Pikachu packs. That was such a cool event and one of my favorite streams I've ever done ever. It's a big one for me. Hopefully we get it, and hopefully you guys get it too. We're also going to be getting a new Pokemon entering Pokemon Go for the first time ever during an event called the Harvest Festival event, and that will introduce a Pokemon called Smoliv. Smoliv, Generation 9 Pokemon, very cute Pokemon, and the evolution gets crazier and crazier. Not only that, but we are also getting a Scorpy Incense Day in Pokemon Go on October 21st, and for that event we're also going to be getting Bug-type Pokemons that are going to be great for PvP. Bug-type Pokemons are generally good in PvP, so maybe you're going to want to hunt for that. And again, Scorpy is just a beautiful shiny, so why not hunt for that? While you're hunting for your Bug-type Pokemons, you get a shiny Scorpy. It's going to be a great time, October 21st. And in the last video, I kind of teased the idea that maybe during the Halloween event, they're going to bring Gengar as Shadow. That is actually not confirmed yet, but what is confirmed for Halloween event, for the first time ever in Pokemon Go, we are introducing Greavard into the game. And Greavard is actually a really cool Pokemon. And again, if you do know me, you know that I don't know much about this Pokemon, but what I do know, he's a really cool looking dog, Halloween dog. The evolution is pretty cool as well, and he's coming to Pokemon Go for the first time ever. So if you're excited for that, if you've played the games and you really like this Pokemon, let me know in the comments below. Is he a good Pokemon? Is he going to be meta relevant? Maybe, maybe not. But it's also confirmed, as I said last time, Phantom, Shiny Phantom is coming to Pokemon Go during the Halloween event, but I don't even think that's the most exciting. I think the most exciting, I still don't know if this is 100% confirmed, because last year in Halloween, we were introduced to a new Pokemon called Zorua. And Zorua, as you know, kind of like transforms into your buddy Pokemon, and that's how you see them in the wild. And that was introduced last year in Halloween. This year though, wouldn't it be cool if they introduce now Shiny Zorua? And if this leak is confirmed, I am so excited because Shiny Zorua is awesome, but I think the evolution, the shiny evolution, look at this on the screen right now. Okay, and with Halloween out of the way, that is all the events coming in October. But in November, we obviously have the Safari Zone happening in Mexico City. Ding, 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 confirmed. I will be attending on November 4th and November 5th. I will be in Mexico City with my boys, Trainer Tips and Pelo Pogo. So shout out to you guys. If you're watching this, hello. We're all going to be back together again 1 year later, this time for Pokemon Go Safari Zone. And if you guys are going to be there November 4th or 5th for the Safari Zone in Mexico City, make sure to say hi. I'm going to be around. I'm going to make a lot of cool videos, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And speaking of November, November Community Day is going to be Wooper. Not only for the Wooper that we know and love, but also the new version of Wooper. And I forgot what the region is called. I'll put it on screen. Yes, both could be shiny. But something else that is happening in November that might actually like come at the same time that I'm in Mexico is going to be the introduction to Tadbulb. Tadbulb is going to be debuting in Pokemon Go for the Festival of Lights event that is happening in November. And not only will Tadbulb be introduced into Pokemon Go during the Festival of Lights event, but during that same event we are getting a new shiny Morel. I don't even know how to pronounce it, Moralil. And it's a really cool shiny. It's kind of like a fall season shiny. And I think it's an absolutely cute Pokemon, and the shiny looks even better than the regular, as always. But I think the biggest thing happening in November is not even going to be Community Day. It's not going to be the Festival of Lights. It's going to be Mega Garchomp. Yep, you heard it right, Mega Garchomp. And yes, Garchomp can be shiny. So as soon as a Mega Garchomp is going to be available in Pokemon Go during the raid day in November, that's the date on screen, we are going to be getting finally this beautiful pink Mega Garchomp in Pokemon Go. Can you imagine how insanely broken he's going to be in Pokemon Go? I actually think they might have to nerf him, because as we know, Garchomp in general is already such an amazing Pokemon to have in raids, during PvP, and so much more in Pokemon Go. So imagine the Mega Garchomp and that beautiful shiny. Like, what are we supposed to do? I think he's going to be one of the best dragon type Pokemon, an incredible ground type Pokemon as well. That's happening in November, so stay tuned for that. And I think that's pretty much all I have for today. I'm not exactly sure how you can top shiny Mega Garchomp, so I think I'm not going to even try. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful forest that we came to visit as well. If you want to be part of this community, you want to be part of my Pokemon Go friends list, make sure to join the Discord. Link will be in the description below. Let me know what you guys are most excited for coming to Pokemon Go in October, November. Is it the Shadow Shiny Lugia? Is it the Garchomp? Is it anything else that we talked about? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.
I pulled up in a black on black on black on black on black. Shorty got back on back on back on back on back.